Good evening, everyone, and welcome to HTML and CSS session. Okay, and this is always presented to you by Team Lead Foundation. Okay. So today we are going to continue our studies on HTML and CSS. Okay. So before we start, first of all, let's open VS Code. Okay, so let's create a new folder. Let's create a new folder on our desktop and name it try one. Okay. So for now, we want to open the folder in VS Code. So as usual, what we do, Windows R, then type CMD, enter. You CD into desktop.
Bella, please, we cannot see your screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe you have to start all over.
Wow. Okay. So in order to get this screen, you have to click Windows R, Windows plus R, and then you type in CMD. So after typing in the CMD, you want to CD desktop as it is here, and then you want to CD into the folder we created on the desktop, which is try one. After doing that, we want to open it in VS Code, and what you do is you do code space and then dot, and then you enter. So now we are opening our VS Code. Okay. Please, are we on the same page?
Yes.
Yes, please. We're on the same page.
Okay, sure. So now we can see folder try one here. We want to create a file and name it index.html. Okay. So we all know before we begin an HTML document or an HTML program, we start with the doc type, HTML, and those things. So the shortcut for it is um, exclamation mark and then plus enter. So you locate it on your desktop and okay. So as we have here, okay, so we want to try to create um, an HTML file with with some navigation bar with some items. Like, let me show an example here.
You feel like your tone is very low for us.
Please come again. Hello. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It seems the
Oh,
noise was coming from your place.
sorry. Okay. Okay, for instance, if we open this website, we are just looking at the template here. We have web um Invanto in Envato market, yeah, and then it has some navigation bar with some items in the navigation bar. So we have web theme and template, code, video, audio, graphics, photos, 3D, forums, etc. And then they have their logo too there. So this button up here, the dark side is called the navigation button. So that's what we want to learn how to do today. And okay, so let us begin. Okay, so we want to begin in the body. In the body, we have please, I'm coming. Please, I'm coming. Okay. Please, can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, so we want to create a navigation bar. Okay. So for instance, we start with the navigation bar and then it's given by now something like this. But then we want to give it a class name, and so the short form for doing it is you do nav and then press dot, then tap. It will give you the template to do it. So you can just go ahead and give it a class name. Let's call it nav. Okay. So after doing this navigation button, as we can see in the other website, the navigation button has different divisions. For instance, in this website, the navigation button has different divisions. Like it has the logo at one side, it has web themes and templates at another side. It has code, video, audio, graphic, photos, 3D. It's also another division in others. So first of all, we want to create the division for the name of our website, for instance. So let's take it like we are doing a blog or we are creating a blog website. So let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. Okay. So create a division class, and then what we do is div dot and then press tab. So you can give it a class name. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, sorry. My distance wasn't responding. So
Oh, okay.
we have division class, and let us give it a class name. Okay, so I'll be explaining this one as we move on. We want to create a division class for a, a navigation brand. So you create a division class for our navigation brand. So let's call it div. Okay, let's name it now brand. Now I want to give the name of the brand, and it should be a link. Okay. Please, before we continue, I want us to open it in a live server, or you can also copy the path and you paste it in your web browser to open it. Let's copy it so that we know what we are doing. Mm. Oh, sorry, please. My machine has become very slow.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, so this is the output of our codes right now. So blog is the name of our website. Okay. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
Oh, oh, okay. Sorry. Please, you want to create another division class for the rest of the items on the navigation. So then let's give it a name. Nav items, navigation items. Okay. So we start with a pair of unordered lists. Please, do we remember what unordered list is? Do anyone remember what unordered list is? Okay, so let's continue. So we want to list the items we want on our navigation button. So now we have home. And then let's add, we can copy this one. Control, okay. There is a shortcut for this one, so it's Alt Shift and then the down arrow key to give you a copy of it. So we just change the home to, let's say, about. And then let's take another one. Alt Shift arrow key, down arrow key. And then let's change this one to like resources. And then let's do the last one. Alt Shift down arrow. Change this one to contact us. Let's save it and see how it is. Okay, so now we have a list of our home page about resources, contact us. Please, do you see the two screens or just one?
Yes,
We are seeing both.
You see both.
Oh, okay. Okay. We also want to create a session for Facebook and Twitter and those social media things. So let us create another class and another div class and name it social, so that we have our social media handles in that division. So div actually means division. So okay. And let's give it references. Let's name this one hash. And then let's give it let's say Facebook. So if we want to duplicate this one, so that we add the other social media handle and the other social media apps. So Alt Shift and then the down arrow key. So we can, first of all, let's just give it a dummy variable like T for Twitter, F for Facebook, I for Instagram, and then Y for YouTube. Okay. Okay. So let's create another folder on in our list called CSS so that we can style this one small and then so let's add another folder called CSS. Enter and then in that folder let's create a file called style.css. Okay. But first, let us reference it in our head. So we have reference, and since we created a folder for it, it should be in the directory CSS and then style.css. Okay. So let's go ahead and style our CSS. So now we want to style the HTML and body. So we open curly braces for for it, and then we add the attributes to it. So we have margin. Let us give the margin to let's say 0%. And then box sizing. Overflow X should be, okay. So we can go ahead and to our HTML. We have other things to reference. You can reference navigation. So let us reference and style navigation button. So we do .nav. So let us give it a background color. Background color, let's say white. Okay. Padding 0.2 rem. Height 0.2 rem. Min height, let's say 40, and then the overflow. Let's give HTML body a background color. Let's see. Background color aqua. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So the reason why this is our navigation button. So now we've divided our navigation button from the main workspace or where we are going to do the code itself. where we are going to display, let's say, images or the main stuff. Yeah. So you can change the main height to 30 depending on how you want it to be, and this is how it applies to. Okay. So we have our UL ordered list, but then it has it is bulleted. We don't want it to be bulleted, so we can edit our UL unordered list, and then we have something called text decoration, and then we do it none. So if you apply this one, okay. Sorry, is list of type. Okay. Okay. Let us give it other attributes like um, we don't want it to be decorated, so we've changed that one. So in CSS there is something called flex that we can use to decorate a navigation box or anything. So we are going to use that flex button to, as we already indicated in our HTML here, we have flex row. So we are going to add attribute to the flex. Okay. Okay, so this is what we get now. Okay, so let us learn how to add these icons, social media icons to our website. So you will be downloading a software called Font Awesome. Font Awesome. So if you open it, okay. So this will help you get all the icons and their HTML attributes so that you can easily add them to your codes. So we have the free one. We download that one and then we use it for our website. Yeah. So you can start for free. Then you download the free version for this one. So you download fonts or some free for the web. Okay, it's done downloading. So you open it and then you extract it to your desktop or anywhere that we are going to use it in our code. Please have we downloaded it? Hello. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. Please have we downloaded the fonts also? Okay.
My network is slow here, but I'm actually following. Definitely, I will download it.
Oh, okay. So after downloading the fonts also, you can go to your okay. So now I've opened the fonts also. So we open the CSS file. We have all. So you copy that one, you copy it and then you paste it in your CSS folder. So we have try one on our desktop. Okay, so we look for try one. Then we open our CSS folder. And then we paste this one inside. Okay. There is another tool we have to copy, which is web font. we'll copy it and then paste it in our directory here. Okay. So if we go back to our um, Visual Studio Code, you can see that all .css is here, and then web forms too is here. We have this one too here. Okay. So let us go ahead and reference it in our index.html. So we have link.tab and then you reference it. It's called all.css, but it's in the CSS folder. So we use the directory and then all.css. So let us go back to this one and search for Facebook. Okay, let's search for our icons. Let's search for Facebook. So choose this one. Okay, so this is the code for Facebook. So if you want to copy, just click on it and then it will copy. So now we will come to our index.html and then locate where we read them. This one. So we'll paste what we copied in here. Sorry, the class attribute is already defined in this. Okay, so let's search for Twitter. Twitter. Let's go for this first icon. Okay. So we click on it to copy the link and then we paste it here. Let's look for Instagram. Okay, we go with this one. And then we copy this one. Control V. So for YouTube to do the same thing. We Control V. And then we just change it to YouTube. So now you can see our icons on the web page. Okay. Now it's left with the arrangement of the home, about, resources, contact us. You want to arrange those things. Okay. So we go to our style sheet and then the next thing. One. Okay, guys, what we are doing now is we are trying to arrange our items. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now we've gotten it. We now have to space it. Okay, so I want to ask who has an idea about how we can separate these ones, whom from about, from resources, from context as.
I think we can give a padding to it.
Okay. Okay. Um, Okay. It's still not dividing. Escape me. Okay. So okay, so let's figure out how to do this, and then in our next video we'll continue from there. Alright. Please, are we cool? To be like an assignment for us to find out.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So we'll end today's class here, and then we'll surely continue on a good news another time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Victoria.
Okay.
Victoria.
Get on the plane now.
Hello, Victoria.
Hello,
Hello.
Bella.
Yeah, please, we are done.
Oh, okay.